Nate Silver, the Democrats' polling wizard, said if Biden doesn't improve, he's going to lose. Now, all Nate Silver does all day is stare at polling numbers. And he says Biden's doomed if he doesn't turn it around.
Trump won't be the nominee. This is going back like 8 months ago. I thought, maybe DeSantis, he has proven the point. He's going to be the Republican nominee. I'm now thinking that maybe Biden is not going to be the Democratic nominee. And I have not been thinking that all along. I've thought that he would stick it out, but I don't see how they stick
Major developments concerning the classified documents case involving President Biden. Special counsel Robert Hur releasing his 345-page report on the investigation into those documents found at a number.
They shouldn't distract from the fact that the case is closed.
The prosecutor did this. The special counsel did this in the case, made a conclusion that there is no case closed.
There's no there, right? It said that the case is closed.
The bottom line is the matter is now closed.
But I'm not aware of anything quite like this, in which you've got a special counsel going after the sitting president for being too old and having a faulty memory. That is,
several House Republicans have asked for that, have asked the DOJ. The White House has not said one way or the other. They talk about there may be classified information in these recordings, but you say for sure that it should all be released.
Yes, release the recording. Let Americans at least become confident. All I'm asking.
And what they were talking about too, what they're referring to is a conversation that Joe Biden was having with his ghostwriter in 2017. It was so fractured, so incoherent. That really took Robert Hur and his staff back. Do they want to make that public? Because it's game on if they want to keep ratcheting this up.
Our investigation uncovered evidence that President Biden willfully retained and disclosed classified information after his vice presidency when he was a private citizen. Now, the materials dating back to his time in the Senate and as vice president. The report highly critical of his handling of the materials.
Another mention of Joe Biden doing exactly what they accused Donald Trump of doing, but not having the permission to do it, and actually being guilty of things. Just because they're not charging this guy doesn't think that they don't think he committed a crime.
And now Democrats are considering telling him not to. Listen to the New York Times.
He is not up for this. He is not the campaigner he was even 5 years ago. A campaign has certain assets, but the most desirable asset is the candidate. And the Biden campaign does not treat Biden like he's a desirable asset. Step one, unfortunately, is convincing Biden that he should not run again. I think Biden, as painful as this is, should find his way to stepping down as a hero. That the party should help him find his way to that, to being the thing that he said he would be in 2020, the bridge to the next generation.
President Biden's own party is starting to have doubts about his run for a second term. A new poll from Monmouth University found that nearly half of voters, 48%, think that he will be replaced as the Democratic nominee.
Right now, we feel completely neglected and just unseen by our government. If you want us to be louder, then come here and vote uncommitted.
He's just an uninspiring candidate. There's nothing about, Joe Biden that makes you want to listen to him. He should be leaning on people who are more inspiring than him, who are more charismatic than him, and he should just be, I guess, if you want to call it, the brains of the operation behind the scenes. That sounds crazy that we're saying that about a president of the United States of America, but he has no main character energy at all.
Now, if I were a Democrat, I'd be worried too. Biden hasn't shown me anything. He's even complaining about the New York Times. A Democrat president is complaining that the New York Times is mean. The publisher, Sulzberger, said today, quote, he's a historically unpopular incumbent and the oldest man to ever hold this office. We've reported on both of those realities extensively, and the White House has been extremely upset about it.